Hello, I'm Tylah Tully and today I'm joined by West Wits Mining CEO Rudi Deysel. Rudi, you recently raised $14 million to springboard Qala Shallows into production. Can you start by talking us through the details of this raise?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's extremely exciting times for us. We've waited quite a long time for this, and the main thing of this 14 million, after we've secured our debt of about 50 million US dollars, we required still the equity part, of which this was the first raise of 14 million. We've done it through a placement of ordinary shares through joint lead managers, Canaccord and Bell Potter. Yeah, it was quite successful, and we are quite excited that we got that support. So it was great for us.
So what will the funds be used for and what are the key work streams that you still need to complete?
Yeah, I think the one of the biggest things that it is going for is the fact that we actually we acquired 10% of our shares into the project back through West Wits South Africa, which increased our stake in the project. And then the main thing is to start mining, which most of that money will go into mobilisation. There's a bit of work that needs to happen just to get the guys into production and some key equipment that we need to deliver. And then there's some infrastructure required to support the operations, like temporary workshops, as well as stores, which will support the current infrastructure that we've got. And then we need to kickstart our permanent electrical designs. So there's a few things, and one of the main things before we actually get into real production, we just need to sort out the roadway into the box cut. So that's mainly what that funds will go for in the beginning.
And you're also working to update your DFS completed in 2023. What are you hoping to see there?
So when I've previously mentioned that when we did the DFS, we've worked on a really gold price at that stage of on the mining plan itself of $1,750 per ounce, and obviously with the rise in gold price, there's a lot of opportunity to optimize that cutoff grade, which will add a lot of reserves or mining into our mining plan, which we excluded from the mining plan. So the expectation is that we can accelerate the build-up of the production profile, as well as increase our reserve base, which is a big thing, as well as increasing life of mine.
I think you've touched on this a little bit throughout the interview, but what's the timeline from here?
Yeah, look, so the intention is to mobilize and prepare for operations in the next 2 months. And then early next half of this year, we will start with our production. We will then build up the stockpile that we've always mentioned over the next 6 months to that 30,000 tons, when we will then start delivering ore to our toll treaters at Izwedi plant. Yeah, then we will have our first pour in early next year. So it's very exciting times for us and a great startup.
Rudi, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Tylah. Appreciate it.
For more ASX news and analysis, subscribe below.